Hello, welcome to Coffee with Ken. Are you leaving people out of your vision?
Uh-oh.
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 I went there.
Wow.
That's what we're going to be
Wow.
talking about today.
Hold on.
So,
Good
welcome.
morning.
Yes.
We want to welcome, first of all, Ken Brown. He is CEO of Destiny Global. Welcome. And what is
you.
named after Coffee with Ken. And we have Butch McCracken, who is the general manager here at Destiny Global. Glad to have you. And I am Dr. April Brown, and I am a coach and coach trainer here at Destiny Global and his wife.
Yes, you are.
So we want to talk about that. Let's talk about, do you leave people out of your vision? Do you just get this vision and then run with it, but leave everybody behind you? Uh-oh.
Maybe.
So let's
Maybe
talk
I've
about
done
that.
this.
Has that ever been a time that you have done that?
Well, and I think that as you think about this, it's very easy to do with certain personality types because you just get something and you just charge ahead, right? The analogy that was given at one of the First Steps events, which is if you don't know what that is basically a quarterly event that we do to really pour into people and change their life in a fire hose setting to get you really, really amped up and moving forward. As we're using the term accelerate your growth. But you can start charging up the mountain without your equipment because you're just going to go take the hill, go up the hill, and then you need the other personality types to come and bring the stuff
And
that
then
you
start
forgot.
to realize
Right.
that you needed that equipment.
Wait, it's minus 20 and I don't have shoes and a jacket.
And but you've climbed a mountain before, so you know what that is. But you know, it's not only in business but in your family. Sometimes we can leave our children out of our vision because we haven't incorporated them in our vision to share with them the future. And I know that we have, you and I, and what's crazy about this is we just did that last night.
Yeah. So
Liter-
what are let's talk about some of the consequences of leaving some more, so that we have clear of why we don't want to do that, why we don't want to leave people behind in our vision. So what's some things that have happened in your life, maybe with family?
Well,
not doing that?
it's happened both in family and in business, unfortunately, babe, and you know this. So getting my idea of what I need to go do, and it can be a vision for something short term and something long term, and not including everyone in that, such as, hey, this week I don't want to accomplish X, Y, Z, and I start out on it, and then I'm telling you guys need to come do this with me, not taking into consideration everything else they have going on, number one. So their time and their resources and what they're doing. One is I haven't motivated them to want to accomplish that vision. Right? So it's just without people helping you accomplish what you're working towards, you are working alone, and that is a very difficult thing to do, especially with larger projects and larger things, which we've also done that before. And, I kind of got that the first time I put in, I'll use the example at home when I was putting in that sidewalk going in from the back parking lot into the back door, is I decided I was going to do that one alone. And then I decided about midway through I needed other people's help to finish my vision. And I was met with resistance because they already had things planned. And they said, hey, can we do this next week and we'll help you do the other one and this one? And I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. And so then really got them fired up, and then they were excited to help me create that, finish that vision. But I went about it backwards, right? And here's why. Sometimes your vision can be bigger than what you can do alone. And usually it's not a good vision if it's something that you can do by yourself.
That's true. So true.
Vision needs to be bigger than you. Right? That is where you're going places. That's when you're challenging. That's when and you motivate people to come alongside you and help you accomplish it.
Yeah.
So what has that been like for you with your family when you just have had this vision and you just kind of go with it, especially with Diane McCracken, that probably doesn't go very well.
The visionary. One of the things as I'm sitting here listening that came to mind was isolation. You isolate your loved ones, your family.
Oh, wait a second. And how how we call it the monster, because what does that do? Isolation creates and then rejection.
Makes them feel rejected because you didn't include them. Uh-oh.
Correct.
Yes.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Butch McCracken.
Whoa.
Which leads into other things that are just not good. It provokes feelings,
Yes.
whatever it is, whether it's your child, your spouse, or anything. So you have to remember that it's not just about you. And I believe that it's not intentional, especially as men, right? There's an innate part of
Yes,
this that
we
we've
try to
got to
remember
take care of, right? We've got to take care of things, and I don't need help. I'll just get it done. It's my vision. I'll make
Yeah.
it happen.
I
It
don't need to
doesn't-
ask for directions. I know
Yes,
exactly.
as we go in circles for hours. But
Oh, it's so true. It's painful even to hear this, people. So,
I just saw a wound get a little.
Oh
But
my
anyway,
gosh.
but seriously, that's one of the things that has been so monumental for me in understanding is I have done a lot of isolation of myself and my family, unintentional, and I understand where they're coming from
That's so
with that.
powerful.
They want to be a part of that vision, and then it's teamwork, it's
Yes.
cheerleading, it's encouragement.
Right.
Everything comes along to get that vision done. So,
Right.
Yeah, many hands makes the
make
work.
light work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I've actually seen this with you because I remember when you first got the property and you started cleaning and you were out working alone. And I remember the over the weekend, because you were hauling wood, so we live in the hill country for you guys that know or don't know. And there's lots of these trees they're called mountain cedars, but they're actually a juniper tree, and they're all over. So Butch was cleaning and he was doing all this tree cutting by himself and hauling this stuff up. And when he came back to work on Monday, he needed to have the next week off because he could barely move, right? He was sunburned. And he was trying to do all of it to show his wife. And it's like,
Oh my
why didn't
goodness.
you, have help? And he realized that next time because then everybody joined in
Yeah.
and you cleaned up stuff much faster, right?
No, absolutely. And sometimes you'd be surprised if you check in with your spouse or your kids, what's their vision?
Yeah.
You can come alongside them and go, oh, wow, that coincides with what I want to accomplish.
Right.
So
Wow.
it's that inclusiveness to keep out isolation.
So powerful. So I remember when we first started homeschooling, that was a challenge, and how to get them to be on to be on board with getting their work done
Yes.
instead of me constantly and I would get so frustrated. So what I actually did was I sat them down every single year and I'd say, put out your hands, and I'd put their books in their hands and I would have them own it. These are your books, this is your future, this is what you have to complete so that you can graduate and go on to do what you want to accomplish. This is not me. I'm not doing this for me. I already went to school.
Sure. Yep.
So it's reminding them of their, we're doing this for you, for your benefit, and so you need to own it. And so I'd have them repeat it. These are my books. This is my future. This is what I want to do and accomplish so that I can fulfill who I was created to be. So
Exactly.
That's good.
it's really helping them to take, and we had touched on this before, ownership.
Right.
They have to have a vision for themselves, for their future. And we see that in kids all the time, in young people that don't
Right.
have a clear vision of what they want to do in the future. And they're just for the today, I just want to watch movies all day, and I just want to, play
Sure.
on my Xbox or whatever it is. And they don't have a vision for what they want to do for their future. So it's continually communicating how working as a team, as our family, helps us to all fulfill a vision. We're part of a team.
We just did it. We prepared. We just got back from Colorado, but we had the boys that are obviously not living at home and on their own, so they wanted to contribute. So they helped get some wood cut and some things cleaned up at the ranch. So we worked together to do that, and that gave them, help pay for everything they did. They'd have to pay for anything because they earned it helping do the work. So there was also rewards to completing visions together.
Yeah.
And it creates experiences, and it was just a wonderful time. But you can accomplish so much more, as she said, many hands make light work. And it was definitely true that day because we had so much to do, but we got it knocked out and got, flower beds cleaned, all the things that you wanted, that you had asked for, we got done. But
and learning their personalities and what really motivates each person, because each person is motivated differently.
Totally.
So how to really motivate them, because sometimes we think it's just discipline, but that's oftentimes, I hit my head against the wall for years with one of our sons and just thinking that discipline was it, and the others responded to discipline. He did not respond to
Right.
discipline. So it's really learning what motivates each child. And what motivates your coworkers and your team, whether it's your A team, B team, whatever. A team is your family, that nuclear family unit. And then your B team can be your extended family, if that's still, because you'll still have, on that property,
Yeah.
you still have your extended family and even the
In-laws.
in-laws of your daughter. So that can include that. You get to decide on who that B team is, and then also your work team. So that's so important.
just
That's good.
include
So, yeah.
people in your vision. You're going to accomplish more.
Yes.
That is the
Yeah,
message
and
for
motivate
today,
them
right? And
about
motivate them.
who they,
Find out
and
what
who
their
they are.
personality needs to be motivated, include them, and include them in the benefits of what that reward is. So,
Yeah.
so
So that is what we have for you today. I hope that encourages you, because actually I got something from that, remembering
Yes,
that, and
yes.
just keeping those things always in front of us. So like our page, tag people in it, share it, so that we can get this message out even more. Also, Ken already alluded to, we have coming up First Steps to Success,
Yes.
July 29th through 31st, so that you can also be there and that you can get more in tune with your vision. Bring your family, bring your kids. We're having a next gen. We're having an event for them on that Thursday night. You do not want to miss it. You want
Yep.
your kids to get into your vision when you're communicating together like this, having the same language. It's so powerful to get a vision together.
in Pensacola,
in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah.
He's got
Yes.
his palm shirt on, so he's all like
He's already
ready
in.
I'm not taking this off
for it.
until the event.
Exactly.
So we
It's
want
funny.
you there. So information is below. We would love to have you there, and thanks for joining us.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
next time.
See you, gang.